All right. Okay. You
Yeah.
All right. All right. So this is episode one of the podcast with Zaphi Premium and I am Deja Vu. Um. Yeah. This me and Chris just had the idea to start a podcast. Like we already recorded one, but it got messed up. But like this one, we're just gonna go.
Right.
But should we start over the conversation we were having, or should we like talk about something else and then think of a different conversation?
I mean, I guess the same one because I mean, the conversation that we were just having would help a lot of people. So,
All right. True. All right. So go back to what you were saying. Like start it
uh,
over.
okay, how I view some, not even some, most females nowadays is just like my outlook on them. Not every single female is like this. Don't get me wrong, but like
Right.
for the most part, is like females and some males too. Most males too. Don't get it fucked up, but most females, self love. Same thing for the men too. Because like a lot of a lot of men grow up without a father, a father figure, and it's like so they have female tendencies because 9 times out of 10, if you wasn't raised by your dad, you was either raised by your grandma or your mom or something like that.
Right.
So you being raised by a female, you'll have a lot of feminine traits. You'll have a lot of feminine shit with you. So, but with females, on the other hand, with them, it's like they're not taught self love. So this can go for males too, but people weren't taught how to, go in that dark room and just unpack everything and just really dig deep into what's wrong with them. So
Right.
what I mean by that is like, okay, let's just say I'm sad, right?
Yeah.
Okay, why am I sad? Let's just say I'm sad because I don't have any money, right?
Okay.
Why don't I have any money? Because I don't do anything for myself for me to have any source of income, And then once I get it even deeper, let's just say, okay, why? Well, let's just say, why don't I have any source of income? Okay, I don't do anything for myself. I don't have the drive or the motivation to go out and get it. And once I figure out why I don't have that, then boom, it's head up from there.
Right.
But easier said than done. But
Yeah, I feel you.
but then I feel like they got females the hardest because females are stronger than men. That's how I feel.
Right.
Because without female, then you ain't got no life. If we take away every single female from this planet, I mean,
Like,
that'll be it. To be honest,
yeah.
because nobody else can reproduce life. Females are literally the life force. So they make sure to hit females with different type of obstacles. Like, okay, whenever you see a black woman in the movie, they're always either crazy, abused, or something along the lines. It's never like a black is never a black woman that's not crazy or getting used or abused or anything, making it out the struggle and putting her family and stuff on. Is never that. I've never seen a movie like that. For example, you have stuff like Baby Boy. That woman, she was just getting used the whole time. It was, um,
Right. I never heard of that movie. Is
you
it
never heard
good?
of Baby Boy.
Yeah, I never heard of it. Is it
Yeah,
good?
you don't uncut your swan, bro. Yeah, it's good, but well, like,
Why I gotta be uncultured?
but it's like, yeah, they make sure to hit females with the most obstacles. It's like, okay, you see a female nowadays, it starts young. It starts very young. Young ladies be like, oh, I'm ugly, or they feel like I need this to look good. I need that to look good, and so they go out. They get
Right.
older. They go out. Put makeup on, weave on, nails on, lashes on, stuff like that.
Right.
But really, okay, with one thing, eyelashes and stuff like that. Females, most people don't even know what that really is. And it was invented in 18 something. It was called umbrellas to block what from getting in the eyes of a female. But a lot of females don't know that. But besides that, it starts very young. They be like, oh, I need this to look good. I don't have this. Oh, I need this to be tweaked up some to look good. And it starts very young, and it's a sad thing to see because
Right.
people females put on makeup. They're covering up who they truly are before they hit the door.
Right.
It's never like they don't have the time. Some females, if you
Sometimes
go
like they be having like way too much like makeup and stuff. Like I just like natural beauty. That's like what
right
I'm interested in.
for real,
Like if you have
you,
makeup on, like it doesn't mean that you're not pretty, but like I
yeah,
prefer you to like
yeah,
be yourself and like be natural.
exactly,
Like
exactly. It's like they made sure to get females because females are the, they're the strongest gender. They are the life force. They give life. Without female, there's no life. So they made sure to hit them with um, the most obstacles and shit like that. So
yeah,
whenever you see a female nowadays, they either got they weave in or eyelashes or nails or whatever the case is, and a lot of them was never taught self love, how to love themselves without the makeup. Okay, it's good. Okay, I could understand if a female put on something and it was actually like she actually knew her true worth. She actually knew what she was worth.
right.
Nowadays, it's just like they were never taught self love, so they feel like they need to do that stuff to look pretty, and you don't need that stuff at all. Beauty is always in the inside. When you die, it's not gonna matter how you look. You know,
Right. Sometimes you can
but
look pretty on the outside, but you can be like the ugliest person on the inside.
exactly. It's just like, and a lot of people don't understand, but it's just like a banana. Some bananas. Okay, let's just say a banana is like really brown on the outside. A lot of people is not gonna, they're not gonna take
Want to
that
eat
damn
that,
banana.
but like
Exactly.
the ones
And
those
it,
type of bananas are like the best ones.
exactly. But a lot of people, what I recommend people do is just figure out how to sort their stuff out. Like, okay, why am I feeling depressed? What can I do to not feel depressed? Okay, what's causing me to feel this way? And then just meditate on it. If you don't meditate on it, just look up stuff. Just go within, try to figure out what the problem is so you can solve it. But a
Right.
lot of people don't. A lot of people in general just don't feel like taking the time to do it, or they just don't have the will to do it. Some people just need motivation.
Right.
That's what everybody though. Everybody has been to that point.
Mhm.
So I never like make my try to glorify myself and put myself in a higher situation because everybody is not perfect. Like I need motivation like right now. Like as I'm
Exactly.
speaking, I'm still trying to learn how to maneuver around certain obstacles.
Right.
What is your outtake on it?
I really don't know. Like to be honest, I'm like really don't know like my outlook on it. Like I could
Mm-hmm.
probably say like it's like the same way how you feel
Right.
because like I can relate to everything you're saying. So I could probably say like it's like the exact same thing probably you're saying. I won't say like exact, but like
Okay. So what would be
but yeah.
different?
Um I don't know because you're right. Like females are the strongest gender, but like you also got to remember like it takes both genders like to create life. But like you're right.
They
Like say
do.
like the female gender stop, then no more life, and it can go like the other way too. Like
For real,
like
because
say
yeah,
like
it's
men just
50-50,
don't chill
yeah.
at having kids. Like it's 50-50.
Exactly. Yin and yang. It's just like yin yang, bro. You can't have one without the other. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's what everything on this earth though. You can't have something without doing something and first to get it. And if you look at the anime Full Metal Alchemist, it teaches that a lot. You can't it's called equivalent exchange. You can't have something or you can't create something without giving up something of equal exchange first. Okay, let's just say it gets as little as this. Okay, say you want to say it gets as little as this. Say you want to turn up the light in your room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you had to get up and turn the light off. Let's just say you want to get rich. Okay, you're gonna have to put a lot of stuff aside and stop doing a lot of stuff that you're doing now and actually work hard to get it. Nothing comes
Right.
without suffering. Nothing comes without pain or
Right. I feel you.
any of that.
Yeah. But what you want to talk about after that?
I
Like,
mean,
what's the next subject you want to speak on?
I mean, uh, I mean, shit, it don't matter to me. Like,
you don't
what's
care.
nah, not really.
Um, Oh, like I said earlier, before the podcast got cut off, but how do you feel about like the way our school is treating like the whole COVID situation?
I feel
Like,
like, well, with COVID, okay, COVID, I think is a, I think is a bigger agenda behind COVID. First of all, I don't think COVID stands for what Google says it stands for. I think it stands for Certificate of Vaccination ID. And after a
okay,
while, you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to like have that vaccination to travel places. Your parents are gonna have that. Your parents are
right,
gonna have that vaccination to go to work. You're gonna have it to go to school. You're gonna have it to travel. You're gonna
I feel
you're
you.
gonna have to need it. But I feel like people who are rebellious, because it's a lot of rebellious people against it,
Hmm.
but they're gonna do something after a while that's gonna be like, okay, because a lot of people are starting to wake up. A lot of people are starting to see stuff for what it really is. Like in Texas, a few years ago, come on, we all know that snow is fake. Like what snow don't melt. Like niggas was really balling up snow and
Right.
lighting it on the bottom. It was just not melt. Like what kind of ice
I
don't
think that
melt?
happened to me before. Like, I think it was like a snowstorm, and I was like at my dad's house and stuff, and like he picked up one of the like some snow, and like it just didn't melt for some reason.
Yeah, and
It's
people
like the
that
power and stuff went off, and
right.
like he's wanting to like see what was going on with the snow, and it just didn't melt. It was weird.
Yeah, because
But like I was young at that time, so I really didn't like understand. But
yeah,
yeah,
now you grasp it. So a lot of people in Texas was this dude. He went to his bench or whatever. It was it was snow on his bench. He wiped it off and he was feeling it. And he was like, "It don't even get wet. Like, come on now, what snow don't get wet?
yeah,
It's
that's
ice."
weird. That has to be nice. But hold on, what was I saying again? Yeah, but like our school, like I think what they're doing is kind of dumb.
Right?
Because even how you feel about COVID, like COVID can still like do something to people. Like
Yeah, it
it's
can
like it is a disease, but like the
most
way our
definitely
school is treating it is like they're making it seem like it's not like
because
existing sometimes.
people only care about their
Like they
pockets, bro.
still have like I still like I'm getting emails on my phone talking about like prom and like talking about football teams and stuff like that. And I'm like confused, like why are people still trying to do this?
You
Like
got to realize, bro, people only care about their pockets if it's
that's what I was saying.
if
Like
it
they don't. It's like only about the money at that point because like people over here really dying and like you over here forcing people to like go to school. Like now, I won't say they're forcing people, but like for like me and you, because like we got to go to school like tomorrow to take this test,
right.
and it's kind of dumb because like why should we? Like
I mean,
like
uh, I feel like okay with SATs and of course tests and stuff like that. Okay, I can see going to school for that, but I mean like just
yeah.
going
Now
to
that you
school.
saying that again, I can see it, but like. Because like people can like there's some people that will like actually cheat on that.
Yeah, and
Actually, I'm being serious. Like there's a lot of people that will actually cheat on that. Like
shit,
not just some. It's
nigga,
going to be a lot of people that's going to
shit, I
cheat.
would too. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like if you,
And you right, yeah, I would too. Because like that's like something that you can really fail on. So if you cheat, like
yeah, but I think it get deeper than that. I think it get deeper than just money. Then don't get me wrong. Greed is still out there. Greed is a lot of people that's greedy. Don't get me wrong, but it goes. You can't really get on people that are greedy because we all want something that we don't have.
right,
That's just human nature. But I think it get deeper than them just caring about their pockets and being concerned about them pockets. I just think it gets deeper than that. I think it
right.
gets deep to the point where it's just like, okay, if well, I'm not going to say what I truly think on this podcast because I know it's going to go on YouTube and I don't want nothing to happen to me. You know,
Right.
what is your what is your outlook on 6ix9ine right now?
All right. So when he like first like publicly like came out, like I think it was like sometimes like May or April last year.
Right,
like I was like kind of understanding like where he was coming from and stuff. Like I respected, like I kind of respected, like, but like now what he's doing, he's like it's kind of like childish and stuff
It really
because
is.
like now he's like disrespecting like people that like are dead and like gone. And like I grew up like my mom grew me up like to a perfect. I can't even talk. Like my mom raised me to like not disrespect like the dead at all, and like that's something that she shouldn't even have to raise me. That's just like basic common sense. Like,
Right.
and the thing is like what's really sad about it is like this is what 6ix9ine has to
To
do,
stay
like stay
relevant.
relevant.
Yeah.
Like 6ix9ine, like if you can go back to like your normal route, like what you used to be doing, and like I'll respect that more than what he's doing now. Like,
Yeah, he used to, for the most part, he used to just tell people, "Oh, something I did, this, that, and the third."
you got like he like go back to that,
But
like
now it's just
because
like,
like then you were more entertaining then. Like this part right now is like it's at the point like I think I unfollowed him last night because like it was just like to the point like it was like crazy.
yeah,
And you know academics, right?
yeah,
It's like this man is like dick riding 6ix9ine too because like it's
talk
like
about
every
life,
time like
bro.
this man stayed posting 6ix9ine posts. It's like dang, did this man like hire you or something?
My thing is
And then if
like,
you look at it, the only person 6ix9ine followed, I found this out last night too, is academic.
yeah,
So it's like it has to be something going on with
you
that
know
because
they
like
friends, they be hanging out and stuff like that.
right,
But
like there's no way like this man just stay posting.
and not,
This man like posted like this man like a whole week straight. Well, he's posting other people
yeah,
too,
don't get me,
but
yeah,
like he's not really like he's stuck on 6ix9ine
don't
like
get me wrong. I
like
know they cool and all, but like, I don't care how cool I am with a person. If you're publicly, not even, it don't even gotta be publicly. If you're disrespecting the dead, and come on, I couldn't be cool with somebody like that. Like,
right. I feel you. Like I wouldn't be able to like I wouldn't like be able to live with myself if I'm like chilling with a person like
yeah, the
that.
tongue is
Like
very powerful, bro.
I like people like I change people from the for the better. Like so like if the coolest person I'm with, I'm like try to like get them to stop talking like that. Like if that was you saying stuff like that, like I'm gonna have to like straighten you out because like that's like mad disrespectful
Exactly. That's
stuff.
what
And like I care for you, so like I want you to like know that's wrong and stuff.
exactly.
Like
Vice versa. That's how.
and I feel like 6ix9ine needs that type of person, like let him know like this is like
Yeah,
not wrong. But like it's like 6ix9ine is like he really don't care. Like
he
I
don't.
have a feeling he probably does have people that's doing this and he just doesn't listen
I
to
mean,
them, which is kind of dumb.
some people don't have that actual brother like figure in their life or a male like figure in their life to straighten them out. You straighten the person out. It don't got nothing to do about I can make this, I could bitch this person or I could bitch that person. No, I don't got nothing to do with that. It's just that's what
Right.
bros are there for. That's what brothers are there for. Not even and for the
Mhm.
females too. Like
You don't even have to be blood related.
exactly.
It's like you do that for people that you care for.
Is
Like
that even if I don't, even if I see a person I don't know from a can of paint, if they're disrespecting their person or if they're just doing something really out of the way and really foul, then I'm gonna check them. Like, bro,
right.
that's
I
that's a
feel
little
you.
over the top. Like, it's a different way of doing shit. Like, you don't gotta talk about dead people. You don't gotta disrespect dead people for you to stay relevant.
Right.
When King Von was alive, I didn't see 6ix9ine doing anything like that to him at all.
Right. But yeah, that's how I feel in the whole 6ix9ine like situation right now. But like I just see that as childish and
Very
like I think he just needs to stop, like get his act
right.
together. Like and I'd be fine with that. Like, don't get me wrong, I won't say I hate 6ix9ine, I won't say I don't like him. It's just that I don't just agree with the stuff he's doing.
Exactly.
Like I said this already. I don't care like what type of rapper you are. I don't care who you are. Like if your music's good and I can like vibe to your music, I'm gonna listen to it. Like regardless of your
For
backstory.
sure.
As long as the music's good to me, like that's all.
And that's what
Like
a lot of people. And that's one thing I wanted to touch on. That's something a lot of people have. Like, that's what a lot of people don't understand. I don't care if a person, I don't care what a person's backstory is. I don't care where they came from. I don't care what they've done in their past. It's always going to be something somebody says that you can agree with. Just because you don't like what the person does doesn't mean everything that comes out of the person's mouth is wrong. A
right,
lot of people don't give that a person a second chance to like redeem themselves, and I feel like a lot of people deserve second chances, depending on what they've done. But just because a
right,
person is like wrong or their backstory wasn't perfect. Nobody is perfect, but I feel like a lot of people just take that and they're like, "Oh no, I don't want to hear what this person has to say. This person can't tell me anything," and that's what a lot of people misconstrue. That's where a lot of people mess up at,
Right.
because a lot of that's going to come right back to you. Like that's why it's good to just hear people out, hear what they got to say, because it's going to be something that you can agree with. I don't care if a person killed 10 people. If that person says something that I agree with, then I'm going to let the person know that, hey, I agree with what you just said. I don't care
Right.
how much I dislike a person, bro. If a person,
Right. I can despise somebody, but if they're saying something correct, like I have to like give him that because like what he's saying is like the
right,
truth. Like just because I don't like him doesn't mean he's not spitting facts.
for
Like
real.
like, that's what some people need to understand. Like just because you don't like somebody doesn't mean like what they're saying is not the truth and like doesn't need to be heard or
Exactly.
something like that.
For example, X, he
Right.
came from being the person that he was to actually becoming a person for the children and actually trying to push the youth in the right direction and stuff. But a lot of
Right.
people,
And don't get me wrong, X had like a weird backstory.
yeah,
Like there was like a part of time like it was like weird for him, but like he like had a whole 360.
exactly.
Like
It's crazy how like when your backstory, if a, but it's not even just people, it's jobs as well. It's 9 to 5 jobs as well. You can't. Okay, it's just like this. For example, same thing with a 9 to 5. If they ask you a question and you answer it truthfully, they still won't even give
right,
you a chance. They won't lie today just because of what you've done in your past.
right. The thing with me, I always like giving people second chances, but like it all depends on like what if like they cross me once, I'm gonna give them a second chance. But if they do it a second time, that's your second chance, and that means like
I
just
mean,
fuck you, like
chances.
because like I'm at
I
that point
mean,
like I don't
like
care, like
it just depends. Well, for me, like if I lose trust, once a person loses trust, they won't ever get that back again. It won't ever be the same, never. But that doesn't mean you can agree
right,
with what the person says. So I don't care if a person crosses me. If a person crosses me once, okay, I'm just done with that person. But if he says something that I agree with, then I'll just agree with it, no matter no matter what happens.
exactly, yeah. Um, I want to talk about I'm gonna switch to the
Right?
anime side. Um, what you call it? I
A
was
lot of
reading
people finna
the
leave this.
Boruto
They
manga.
finna leave the fucking podcast right now.
I don't care, but I'm still speaking mine. This to the anime viewers, but what you call it? The reason I was watching, not watching, reading the
Right?
Boruto manga. Now a lot of people don't like Boruto, but I don't really see like the bad thing about Boruto. It's not good as Naruto, but I don't see the hate for it. But um, my nigga Kurama, like the
Right?
fox inside of Naruto, just like he died, like which everyone thought Naruto was gonna die, but like he died, which was like crazy, but like not really that crazy. Now I posted a video on TikTok, and some people were like it should have been Naruto, and I was like, are you dumb? Like you rather have Naruto be dead than Kurama. Now a lot of people say it should have been Naruto, like it gives more
Mm-hmm.
development to Boruto and stuff. But like I can't see the world like just having
Right?
Naruto dead. Like Naruto is actually at that point like he's so too big of a character. Like he has plot armor Omega. Like he
Right?
can't die at that point. Like Goku. Goku dies, he has to come back no matter what. Luffy from One Piece. He
It's
dies,
like
he
if
has to come back. Like they're
yeah, it done
too
already
big of a
happened to Goku
character. Like
multiple times. Nigga brung him right back. Like
he died. He can't. There was a point in time where they killed him and they were gonna have Gohan to be the main character, but they brought him back in the Buu arc, and then look, Goku's back to being the main character. It's like you can't just take out like one of the most loved characters and just
expect your
like
show to just be the same.
expect people to be
Exactly.
like okay. Like no, like people are going to be mad. People are going to be like had weird emotions, and that's exactly how I feel like some people feel about the Kurama dying. Now, like some people like saying like it should have been like someone else, and I hear people saying like it should have been Sakura, which I don't think it should have been Sakura, but then also at the same time it could have, but like the reason why I say it shouldn't have been Sakura because why would Sakura need to die? Like she didn't really like
Yeah.
deserve to die because like soccer is just now in the show getting like really good because like I said, Sakura and Boruto is like a whole different character.
Right.
It's like she's not even the same person. So like yeah, but Kurama dying, I think that's like the best probably like solution we're getting because you can either have Naruto dead, Sasuke dead, or Kurama,
Yeah.
and we got Kurama. So
No.
like
What I think.
yeah,
I think
but
like. I think with anime. I think. I mean, okay. A lot of people dislike anime, but me personally, I think it's better than regular TV. But here's why though. In regular in anime,
what?
the don't get me wrong. In regular TV shows, they do play their part right. If it's a good actor, they do play their part right. Don't get me wrong. But in anime, you can really feel. It's like you're there. You can actually feel the person's pain. They're yelling, screaming. They're just busting out crying. But if a regular person did that in a regular show, people would laugh. It wouldn't be taken serious.
Right. I feel you. I feel you on that.
That's why I think a lot of people. I think a
But
lot of people would like anime if they just drop their ego for like 20 minutes.
right. I know a lot of people and you can actually get into it. Like the reason why people who just like say they don't like it because they think it's weird. But like if you really just sit there and just watch it, you're gonna get interested. You're gonna get hooked because like it's interesting. Now, if you don't want to watch it, I'm not gonna force you to watch it. It's
Right?
just my preference. Now, like I'm not gonna like criticize you for like, oh, well, you don't want to watch anime. Well, the stuff you watch is dumb.
That's what
Like,
I.
which I don't say, but like if you want to be that type of person, say dumb, petty, and stupid. That's where like you're crossing the line because all I said is just watch it. If you just trying to say all this like to hurt my feelings, I can hurt your feelings back. Cause it can be people like saying, "Ew, I watch Naruto, I'm retarded," but they sit there and probably like watch a show like Riverdale or something like that. Like, no, like it doesn't work like that. Like you can't just say like what I watch is dumb because like you
Right.
don't know what I watch. Like you may see the outside, but you don't know like the inner
Yeah.
thought of the show. Like some anime has like some deep stories to it, like Hunter x Hunter. It's like about it. Like a lot of people say Hunter x Hunter as I don't see his as like Hunter x Hunter. The story is about a boy and his
Yeah.
friends trying to find his dad. Like that's basically the story. Naruto is about a story of a kid who's trying to gain respect throughout his entire village and like
Yeah,
trying to
but a
find
lot of
get his friend
people,
back, something like that. Dragon Ball is about a story about a person who's trying to be the strongest in the universe
yeah,
out,
but a
out
lot
of
of
the
people won't
cosmos and
drop
stuff.
that ego for just 20 minutes just to watch a show. Like that.
Just
And
for
my
twenty
thing is,
minutes,
how can
like
you get on a person for watching anime when it's literally just Japanese cartoon, but you watch cartoons here in the USA? It's the same thing, just a different name. That's what I don't understand.
right. And it's dumb to me, but like I can't force people to watch. Like it's always about your preference. Like if you don't like anime and like say like you watched it and like at least tried it and you don't like it, I respect that. But if you're gonna say like you don't like it because it's dumb and like you think it's childish and stuff, that's where like it's kind of dumb because like you didn't
Yeah.
give it a shot. Like it goes like the other way too. Like you're trying to like make me watch a show like probably like Riverdale, and I said it's dumb. Like I shouldn't like come out of my
You
mind
never
saying
seen it
that because like
exactly, but
I never watched Riverdale. Like it
it's
could
the
actually
same
be
thing. It's
really
the same
good.
thing
Like
with
I never
people.
know.
Like people just don't like giving chances.
Right? You should like always like at least try it. If you tried it and didn't like it, then like you at least tried it. So like it shouldn't be a problem. But for you to just say something's dumb without even trying, it's
Right?
kind of dumb in my opinion. Which I know I was that type of person, which I'm trying to work on that now. But like
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a lot of stuff we got
But
to work on.
that's
Yeah.
how I feel about that.
Oh yeah. Recently, it was this video of this football player named Cam Newton. Basically, this kid was just like, "Oh, you're a free agent. You're free." And then Cam Newton responded, "But I'm rich. I'm rich." This generation is so disrespectful because I mean, like, how can you say Cam Newton is about to go poor when you just paid to be in his camp? Technically, you just put money in his pockets. Like, I don't understand. A lot of people don't think before
Yeah.
they say stuff.
The reason why I think And like I noticed this, like shout out to my mom, but like she always says like my generation is fucked, like it's
Yeah.
shit, like it's a bad generation. But you gotta also remember who raised
Exactly.
my generation. Like your generation raised us. So if you want to blame
I think
somebody,
the
blame yourself because like
I
you're the
think the
reason
only
why it's
reason
like
why
this.
I think the reason why damn, what was I about to say?
What?
I think the only way everything is going to change is through is through us raising our kids. The next like that's going to be the only way everything is going to change. We're going to have to change it, or and then so on and so forth.
Right. I feel you. Like to be honest with you, it's really bad. And sometimes it's not even our generation. It's like the generation that like raised us.
Yeah.
It's their generation, like generation that's like on some bullcrap. Like I can post like me, like we were talking about this
Hmm.
earlier on the phone, like preference, like if you prefer something else, people
Right.
shouldn't get mad at that. Like say say I like this is just an example. Say I like light skinned girls and say I don't like I like them
Right.
over dark skinned girls. I'm not calling
Hmm.
dark skinned girls ugly. I'm not
Right.
saying light skinned girls are the prettiest. I
Yeah.
just said I prefer. Now this is just an example. This is not true. This is just an example. But like if I say that and people would just like people will actually try to cancel me
Yeah.
for this. Like and it's so dumb. Like cancel culture is like really retarded to me. Like people will really try to cancel me for saying something like that. And it's really dumb, which they really should be canceling people who actually
Right.
did some really serious stuff. Now don't get me wrong, they do, but like most time it'd be on some dumb stuff. Like and it's really, really, really dumb. Like and I think like people like that like try to cancel people really like
Yeah.
look into facts and stuff and really like think about it like
It's
because like
crazy.
it's dumb like the Karens like these Karens like they just be
It's really
extra for no
crazy how
reason like
like offensive it really be the older people, and how can you grow up on shows like
right
The Boondocks and South Park and American Dad and King of the Hill and stuff like that and be so offended? Like you grew up on offensive stuff. Like
right I'm gonna be real like it's like soon as like past 2016 people
right,
started to get so sensitive like and I'm gonna be real I seen it happen. Like some people like they chill on one thing and then like the next they're
people
trying to
really
like
not
cancel
what they
people.
say they are. It be the
Guys,
same. It be the same people.
it's
The same
just
people
dumb.
who
Like
are so offensive and start canceling people are the same people who get behind the camera when the cameras are off and make offensive jokes. I just don't understand it.
I have a feeling exactly that's how people are. But like what you call it? It'd be like people trying to cancel like YouTubers that probably said something like 2009 that was offensive. Which reminder, they could
Right?
apologize about that, and they still get canceled for it. And it's like, why? Like, why should people
I
get
don't
canceled
know.
for stuff like this? Like, it's like they did nothing wrong. Like, well, now I didn't mean to say they did something wrong, but like they say
Right?
they did something wrong, but as long as they apologized for it and like knew that they did something wrong, you shouldn't let it go. Like, yeah, like it's a serious thing. But if it happened so long ago, why did you
Pro-
why bring it back up? Like he already apologized about it. Like it's been said and done. Like he already apologized. Like people like forgot about it, and you're just bringing it up for what reason? Because you want clout, and it's so dumb.
Prime
People just want
example.
clout sometimes.
There is this
So then like they
lady named Young Miami, I believe, and she had slipped up and had said the N word.
okay
Okay, how can you get mad at
okay
her but not 6ix9ine? And if I'm not mistaken, Young Miami is black. And if you really if you
right.
really I'm not going to say everything that I know, but if you really go and do your
If that's the case, people should get mad for
um,
whoa Vicky for saying the N word because like she says she's black, but you can
yeah,
clearly tell she's not black. But
it's
people
like
don't cancel her. they cancel people that
Like,
like are actually
yeah,
black and said
young
it. Like
Miami, I believe
that's
she's
dumb.
black. She had slipped up and said the N word because she was in a heated argument or whatever. But you don't cancel 6ix9ine. Like, you don't see no wrong with. I'm not gonna say everything that I. Yeah,
This man said 6ix9ine
it's
says it like
annoying.
to the point like
And
that's like one of his main words.
I
Like
don't. I
it
don't
gets
even like.
annoying sometimes. Like
And the thing is, I'm not gonna say everything that I know up here. But if you really go do your research, you'll figure out that Hispanics are white.
right,
I'm not gonna say everything that what I'm not gonna say
okay,
everything that I know, but
right. We could probably talk about that another time. But yeah. But I feel you. Like
yeah,
she shouldn't have probably got canceled for that. Now, like saying the N word, like there's some people that should get canceled for it, but like I won't say like
yeah it's not.
see it that
It's
serious
not.
to me. Like
It's just a word to be real.
I don't get like right. It all depends. To me, it all depends on how it's said. Like sometimes, like if it's an accident, it's an accident. But like if you say it like too many times or like you're disrespectful about it, that's where like it cross the
Mm,
line to me because like you shouldn't really be
I
saying
don't
that's
really
just
care to be
my
real.
me
Like,
because like really
if a person said, I don't really care because I mean, like, because I'm not. I'm like, because a lot of people are not going to agree with what I'm about to say, but let's just say you take a black person and a white person,
right.
right? Let's just say you see it all the
Mm-hmm.
time. If a black person goes on TikTok or Instagram or something, and they're just like, "Oh, this is how white girls do this and that," or "This is how white people do nothing," they won't get canceled. But if a white person would be like, "Oh, this is how black people," they'll get canceled. Like,
Yeah, you're 100% on that. Right, and you're right. You're 100% right. Like you gotta like get it. Like some black people got to get it straight. Like not
mhm,
some, but like a lot. Like black people are racist too. Like
exactly.
towards white people. Like they're real racist. Like they said there go white boy and stuff like
Exactly.
that, like
But
dancing,
but if a
something like
white
that.
person did it, if a white person
Like
was like, "Oh, look at that! Oh, they go black boy dance," they'll be canceled, like off rip.
right. I feel you on that.
And we've been
Like a
talking
hundred
for a
percent
minute,
feel you on that.
cuz 37
Like to
minutes in.
me, oh snap! I just noticed. Like you saying, like I think like all people, like me, I want the best for each and
Right.
every race. Like I want the best for each and every people. Now there's some people that actually did some horrible crimes, like they deserve was like happen to them. Like I don't see like death because like I don't want nobody to die like
Right.
for something like no one should just like die for something like if you did something wrong, death shouldn't be like the first thing like you might as well just lock them up for life. Just like, lock them up. Like you don't have to like put them on death row or something like that. Like that's just dumb in my opinion because like no one should get
Yeah.
their life taken or something. And like there can be people that go to jail or things they didn't even do.
It
Like
be sentences like
that's
that, but
dumb.
when they
Right.
come out, they'll just try to give them a reward. But that that reward, okay, they're doing good for a little bit, but what about the time that they really lost? Now they're just in society that you're taking away.
Right.
You're taking a person away from society for a very long time, and then just throwing it back in society. Like,
Right. Exactly.
uh, you want to make this podcast past 30 minutes?
I don't really care. I want to talk about one more thing.
Yeah, he
Bobby
did.
Smurder. He just got
He
out of
did.
prison.
I want to see what he gonna bring to the table. Like, I really want to see. I want to hear. Like,
Right. Like I'm ready to like hear his music again. Like I'm ready to like see like did anything change? Like is he still
yeah,
releasing hot shit? Like who
I hope
knows? Like
so. I hope so.
like like it's good that he's back. Like
Yeah,
he was in there for like a
6 years. I
long
think.
time. Like 6 years. Yeah, 6 years. And like six
Okay,
years can like
just
really
a
change
year
a
can.
person. Like and if you really think about it,
Yeah,
like just a year can like it can really change somebody. Like so like he had a lot of time to
yeah.
change. So like I really hope he changed like because like I really don't
All
want
right.
to see him
I
go
don't think he
back.
will. Well,
So like yeah. I don't think he will. Like that was a long time for him,
Yeah.
for him to like, just go back, like to like who knows, who knows. But I forgot what he go to prison
I
for.
guess they
Like what did
like
he
he was
do?
snitching on himself in his songs, and they took that and they just used it against him. But I forgot what specifically happened.
Oh snap! But yeah,
Yeah,
that's the whole Bobby Smurder thing. But he's back. Hope he doing good. I'm ready to hear some more music. But
yeah,
I'm about to end this podcast in a minute because we've
yeah.
been
40 minutes
recording. I didn't
for
even
real.
notice for 40 minutes. But but yeah, you think we should do more
Yeah, I
podcasts? Like
fuck
I
with
really
it.
like this podcast thing. Like it's really easy just to just talk. Like
For
we do
real.
this something like just on the phone. So, but hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it through this far, like you're a real legend to this. You're a real legend, and like I fuck with you, and like yeah. But Chris, you gonna say anything
No, I ain't got
before
nothing else to
I end
say,
this?
bro.
Well, damn. But I love you guys, and I'll see y'all probably in the next podcast or
Yeah.
next video whenever I decide to upload.